Good evening. Hello. My apologies for lateness. I'm just trying to let LB finish his show. You know LB, he likes to hog. LB's hogging the city world, you know what I mean? Don't give anyone else a chance. No, I'm only joking. Big up LB. Hope everyone's all right. Yeah, we are going to do a phony show. Excuse me. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. We're back. But yeah, I thought we'd come and have a chat because obviously everyone was having a panic. Everyone was having a moan. Everyone was, we're not buying him. City are not doing this. What are we doing? It's all done. 4 in. 4 new players will be Manchester City bound probably by tomorrow. One's already been officially announced. The other 2 are done. The 4th one is getting done as we speak and should be at the Club World Cup, replacing the legend that is the one and the only Scotty Carson. Big up, Scott Carson. Good luck, mate, in whatever you do for your future. Hello, Mingy Wong. FIFA. Hope you are well. I'm going to stick the link on in about 5 minutes. We'll stick the link out and get people on. Might even become a panel show. We don't know. Staffy Dave. Dash, yes, smash those likes, hit that subscribe. We are on the chase for 10K. May not happen, but you got to set those lofty dreams. 3 signings done in the space of 10 days, 4 signings, with the reported signing of Marcus Bettinelli as the new third choice keeper. Yeah, I think Bettinelli will get done rather quickish because he should be registered for tomorrow. Is it 9 p.m. deadline for the Club World Cup? I was also listening to a Newcastle show. Boy, they're getting really edgy over Livermento. They're like Foden. This is where the Gavardio. I mean, just bullshit is what they were talking about. It's like, yeah, we'll just swap one of the greatest ever defenders in the world. Come on, what are you doing? Good evening, League HDC. How are we doing? Darcy's here. Harry's here. How are you doing, mate? You want to join in, Harry? Let us know. DC, you want to join in? By the way, you can stay off camera. You don't have to be on camera. You can stay off camera if you want. Colin is with us. Hello, all. At least the Doubting Thomas can all calm down now. Yeah, my God. Jack Lee, hi, lads. Might not be as long as I've got to be uphill, but there is some interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, all 4 signings, mate. Alf, how are you doing, mate? Big up. Adam, big up yourself. Powder Oaks is in the building. Thunder Road is in the building. Nick Johnson is in the building. How you doing, mate? Hope you're all right. Not spoke to you in a while. We need to get the Premier League back this season. We will try. We will try. Exactly as what Adam said. Let's get to 115 likes. Then we increase our standard as usual. Liking it. Cave, I'm here. Don't worry. Kathy, Martin, you can't wait for LB. He never knows when to stop. Have you got tickets for Oasis? Yes, but I've given mine away. I got them through my daughter, but my daughter's now giving them back because my dad's not great. I can't afford to go at the moment. I'd love to go. Who was there down Nevis Age Street? Here we go. W intro. That's changing, by the way. The intro is changing. We are changing the intro. Is Trafford being looked at and who we are? Homegrown. Well, this Bellatelli fella is homegrown. So the third goalkeeper we're buying is a homegrown keeper. SOS, good evening, mate. Came out of Fulham's Academy. AK4P, how are you, mate? Stevie Black is in the building. Pat's not here tonight because unfortunately it's not called a South Stand. So you won't see Pat or Alan. If it was called the South Stand, you'd see them. No, I'm only joking. Big up Pat, he's working tonight. Pat will be back for Blues Down Under on Wednesday. Probably early morning-ish, maybe late morning-ish. We'll just confirm that. But, Pat will be back with Blues Down Under on Wednesday. Simo Soap says renewed for an 18th month. SOS renewed for a 25th month. Why? Because they are legends. Making, and this is all going to change as well. Somebody's so happy.
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
Mark Harris, how you doing, my boy? How you doing? Up well. Lee Williams is with us. Some more sups. There you go. You've just seen renewed for that 17th. The Martin agenda. I don't do agendas, mate. Can't be on the show tonight. People told me, you tell me I'm at work, but in reality, I'm bound for the next 2 weeks. Lying bastard. He's got the link. He's at work. He is actually at work. No, because people will believe that. David and Mark haven't seen people this excited over Turkey since we signed Banjana. Whoa, Turkey, whoa. No, that doesn't work. Don't work, that one. Just lay back and enjoy. Just like you normally on screen. 7 minute for Livermento, I was surprised. Will Reinders and Turkey get announced tomorrow? Yes, they'll both be announced tomorrow, kid. Medicals are all done. Turkey did his medical today. LB and you putting Turkey Rangers and Rodri at 8 already down for 500 GA for next season. Jesus. Yeah, well, there you go. See what I mean? Rival fans are getting very jealous. Jackson, not Johnson. Did I say Nick Johnson? Did I say Nick Johnson? Did I? Did I say Nick Johnson? Did I say Johnson? Oh, my glasses. They're not clean. My bad. Sorry, Nick. Hit the thumbs up for Martin's club with the colour. Hey, colour coordination is on point. I've got the same sort of, got like an Adidas TEDx uniform on. And Turkey has a present to be our Eden Hazard. Ronald, Martin, what has happened with Edison? Is he going? He's going to Club World Cup, and then we'll see what happens after that. Just joined Outdoor Bench. How are you, mate? Oh, new intro. No, there's no new intro. There's no new intro. Alan wants Trafford. Yeah, I know. Hashtag it's your channel. David, good evening, people. Honours doctors. Pep and Honours doctor tonight, so perhaps you can tell him so Rodri can now play. Member for 25th month. Bella, big up yourself, mate. You are a legend. Thank you so much. When did Bellatini come about? That came out of the blue. I think they must have moved on that when Carson was not renewed or left. New old intro. Yeah, I don't know where there is going to be a new intro. We're putting it all together. Docker was decent tonight. Morning product on the right and the KDB winner. I've not watched it, I'll be honest. You know me, I'm not going to pretend I watch 500 minutes of games. I wish I had the time. So we're relying on you good selves to let me know about that. Good evening, Martin. I've been convinced about Bob playing central. Bob, Pedri and Rodri, will you piss off with the Pedri stuff? Be a fan. Just come on. Just when I send the link out, Paul, Spartacus, just come on. It's easy, mate. Sad to see the daft old Cumbrian keeper leave. Hope he's the sensible young Cumbrian keeper rejoins the club soon. We must be doing things right. Feel the hate from other supporters. Yeah. Big up Dash. Alice has had a moment today. Has had a jealousy stream. Goldbridge is talking his usual shit. So it's all going off at the minute. Evening. Oh, keep up the good work, man. Hope the family's good. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. But no, appreciate shares and I hope you and your family are good as well, mate. Yeah. Constant bullshit is what he does, Steve. Coach Carson. I think that would have been announced by now, Jack. I don't think they would have announced him going. I think they'd have announced him staying on as a coach, but they haven't. So we'll see. Because I think they've still got Richard Wright there. I don't think Richard Wright's left, Jack. Unless he has, I don't know. I know unless he was part of the backroom shake-up. Martin Trafford or Donnarumma. Donnarumma every day of the week, twice on Sunday. Alan is just doing the pro-English thing. Donnarumma is twice, 3 times, 5 times the goal of Trafford is. Donnarumma is amazing. Let's not do this. Goldbridge can never be circumcised because there is no end to that. He's got the biggest prick in the world. I have got cold turkey. Get it done. Done. It's done. He's here. Medical's done. It's done. Signed. Grealish think with Leverkusen and Con City. Yes. We'll have a look. That space last night was mad. What it was, Harry. The meltdowns were crazy, mate. Try and get 115 bombers in the chat. Kelty was a City man who would be in the bell end. Fabrizio Ramartino, here we give over. Donnarumma Cade, they should have. I don't know where Alan's got that from. Anyway, let's get into it. I just need to go through everything that has actually been through. This is me not being prepared, you know, before I put the link out. Where is it? Man City. Well, where's the freaking website gone? Why does City make the website so hard to get to? mancity.com. Break it out. It's not hard, is it? Pause. Right. Let's have a look at it. And we are gonna open the lines in about 5-10 minutes. But there you go. City seal, 8 notice signature. So that's one done. By the way, still can't go over this picture. What's he doing? Where's Chica? That's weird. That's not real. That's AI. Grok, what's going on? No, it'll appear. No, yeah, as you can see, the Hugo Biana era is underway with his first signing of Ryan Aït-Nouri from Wolverhampton Wanderers. He has been announced, 24-year-old left back, penned a 5-year deal at the Etihad. He will remain at the club till 2030, an Algerian international. Remember, he was not playing for Algeria the other day. Hang on. Can I do 5? Yeah. Sorry, Daps is just asking me if I can do a show. Yeah, so, yeah, that's all done. So, I will go into Turkey. I've got some up on that. He particularly flourished when going forward, and last term he grabbed 4 goals, 7 assists in the top flight, which proved crucial move, cementing the Premier League status. After progressing through the youth systems at AS Valdi Fontaine, ASFL Perud 94, and Paris FC, the 24-year-old joined Angers Academy in the summer of 2016 before signing his first professional contract with Western French side 2 years later. Made his debut against PSG in August 2018. 23 appearances for Angers ahead of the loan move to Wolves in 2020 October. He says, on his switch to City, I'm incredibly happy, honoured to have joined City. City is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and chance to play for the club is a dream come true. I'm also excited about working with and learning from Pep Guardiola and his coaching team and getting to train and play alongside such world-class players. Joining City is also a very proud moment for my family too. Now I want to get a start and play in front of the supporters. Director of football Hugo Viana said he was hugely excited to welcome Aït-Nouri to the club. Ryan is a player that as a club we've been following closely for quite some time. Not you haven't. And we are delighted he has joined us. He has already extensive Premier League experience, massive what City are looking at, and has demonstrated his quality at international level with Algeria. We feel sure he'll be an excellent addition to our squad, and that working alongside Pep and his coaching staff will help develop his game even further. And then it goes on about him being a flying fullback. There you go. There's him in the new training top, the new shirt. It's all good. You can, there's his stats by the season. Angers, Wolves, season by season. As you can see, he's got 2 goals, 3 goals, 5 goals, 7 assists, 4 assists. His assists and goals have gone up every single season, which is good. So there you go. I'm over the moon with that one. One in the door. Ryan Cherky is also done. Get rid of that, don't we? Even though it's not been officially announced, it is done. Oh, yeah, there's that thing, by the way, if you want to see that. Pep receives honorary degree from the University of Manchester. Josep Guardiola, that was today, has been awarded an honorary degree by University of Manchester, recognising his extraordinary contribution to the city over 9 years on and off the pitch. There you go. Was it Whitworth Hall? Hey, I know where that is. I know exactly where that is. Very nice indeed it was. So, yeah, there you go. Right, let me just get rid of that. Stop sharing. No, I'm not leaving the studio. Whoa, that's a bit too big. So, there you go. One down. Obviously, the other news today was, obviously, Tijani Reinders has done his medical as well. And that's, we've had the here we go and everything on that. He's going to sign a 5-year deal. The other thing was Ryan Cherky did do his medical today. We've had the here we go on that as well. I'm just going to share Twitter so I can see if there's anything else before we open the lines. How come Aït-Nouri first announcement when we got Reinders first? Because Aït-Nouri didn't go away on internationals he held back to get the deal done. Which is what I was told. Let me get rid of this. Thank you. There we go. Right. So the latest news, there you go. And that was 9 hours ago, 26 minutes ago. That was Docky, by the way. 90 minutes, 68 touches, 1 goal, 92% pass accuracy. It's like the man's got to fight for a bit of a spot at the moment, isn't it? That's Kevin De Bruyne up, but, you know, that still hurts. Sad. Breaks my heart. There's Josh Gilgabardi, who apparently Newcastle fans want to do a swap with Livramento. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Erling Haaland scored as well. But yeah, it's all going on. Oh, what's this? Let's see. Can I get in trouble?
Oh, full foot like that! Aït-Nouri's off. Aït-Nouri's still going into the area. He's come to the corner! Aït-Nouri into the box, still driving, still running, and he's scoring. Ball comes to Aït-Nouri, kicks his cross in. Oh, brilliant goal from Jürgen Schäpp-Larsen! Aït-Nouri with the crossing. Doherty! Oh, goodness me, what a finish! Swinging! Rain Aït-Nouri, Wolves have a lifeline!
Well, that's the Aït-Nouri. There he is there. Look at him. He's an handsome chap. What a sexy shirt now. Handsome chap he is indeed. He is going to wear the 21 shirt, looks like, as well. I've been told he's going to take on the Sergio Gomez David Silva shirt. Still breaks my heart he's going to get a David Silva shirt. But that's done. Obviously, we got the news earlier. Where the heck is it? City just put that announcement incoming. We're going to talk about the Jack Grealish stuff in a minute. Oh, yeah, this was the other news. City are set to sign Marcus Bettinelli as the new third-choice keeper from Chelsea in time for the FIFA Club World Cup after receiving the green light from Stamford Bridge on a deal. So there you go. He is homegrown as well. But this was 5 hours ago. Ryan Cherki's arrived in Manchester. I can tell you the player wants to travel on Sunday. But he was playing. He was buzzing to join Man City, in contact with Pep Guardiola. He didn't want to wait anymore. There was some tense moments on Saturday for this, for the club, the negotiation, club to club. So Cherki was pushing like crazy to go, and now the deal is completed. Yeah, the medical was today. So we can go on about all the medical was today. And deal's done. So that's Cherki in, Reinder's done. Bettinelli, whatever he's called, in as well. Marcus Bettinelli, he's in as well. That's been from Fabrizio, the MEN, Ty Marshall, as you can see there. Rob Dawson's talked about it. It's all done. So that's 4 new players, and there is the 3 of them. Reinders, Cherki, Aït-Nouri, and obviously the goalie. Right, let's stop sharing that. And then let's open the lines. We had some super chats. That is me way too big. We don't like that. A1, thank you for your 2-year anniversary, mate. You are a superstar. Thank you so much. Your kind generosity is amazing. And MCFC, again, with the continued support for the channel. Big up yourself, mate. 3699. Hope you're well, mate. Great to see all this movement. I'm buzzing. I have a gut feeling Tino gets done after the Club World Cup. If he pushes it also for a goalkeeper, do you think Costa or Donna? I think it's Costa. But I'm not saying no to Donnarumma either, mate. But big up yourself for that. You are a superstar. Let's get the lines opened. So you can come in. Remember, please be respectful to your channel. Look after it. Let's not get into trouble. We'll see how long this goes on for. I've got as long as we need. There we go. Let me just pin that to the top. Replace pin. There you go. Please smash those likes. I'm not going to bring on the first person until we hit 100. Come on, 100 likes. Is that possible we can sign KDB on a free? No. Balotelli or Bellatelli? Or Bellatinini? Echeverri to Leon on loan. Possibly. I think Echeverri will go out on loan, sadly now. I think he will. See, now I've got poor Dash in the background. Until we hit 100, he's not coming on. Come on. Come on. I never do this, but I'm pushing the likes tonight. Come on, 89, 11 more likes when we bring Dash in. Come on, Dash. Keep going, mate. Push. Push. What are we on now? Oh, we're at 93. 7 more, Dash, and they'll let you in. I never do this. Mucho gusto. Oh, Malo Gusto says Buxton. Malo Gusto, is that a player? I've never heard of him. Maybe that's my ignorance, mate. Buxton, tell me about him. Martin, do you think Race will stay with Club World Cup? Yes, I think he will. I think he will. Martin blackmailing chat. Martin's blackmailing. He's changed. Right, I'm only joking. Right, here he comes. Dash, how you doing, mate?
Yes, all good, mate.
How are you doing? When's the away kit coming out? Announcement on the 10th tomorrow. I don't know when the away one is, but the Club World Cup kits are announced tomorrow. Honestly.
That's a mood killer, isn't it?
They are off. Do you know what, though? I'm starting to grow on the white one. Starting to grow on this. I can get my head around that one. That one, I'm never getting my head round. I'm never getting my head round that. That one, yes. That one, no.
You're so funny that what's it called? That orange sash with the yellow and black, I think. That's like a tribute to KDB. Instead of made a kit for KDB, just leaving the football club.
Come on, Dash. Well, I was going to say, what do you know? Copyright reported, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, mate.
Stinker and hooked. Yeah, I mean, I want some of the free signings and a stash for, obviously with Bettini coming in. It's the fact that I want to ask, obviously we're all hyped up about what's it called, Cherokee, Reinders, and obviously a Mike Norrie. Now, especially in midfield, we've got Reinders and Cherokee. They can operate at 8s, 10s, and obviously we're checking go on the right. Does that mean it might stifle some minutes up for Belden, for example, or like a Silver, a lot more? Or will it just be as normal, where they're just competing as normal, as always, because there's a lot of space. No, there's not a lot of space, sorry. There's a lot more competition in that area. And obviously, we've gone through so many times about the non-homegrown being up forward, and obviously, homegrown needing to be filled. I'm just thinking that if Silver's going to be used as a bench player, let's just say a rotation player, is it wise to put him on 300k per week?
You tell me, what do you think?
Because the way I see it is that if you're going to put Silver on the bench, yeah, and it might sound a bit crazy. If I had a club, I'd negotiate a new deal, maybe a 1 year extension, but maybe we put him on lesser wages. Or if he's that involved in Pep's plans, then obviously go ahead and just go through the final year of the contract. Because if Pep's not going to use him as much, and regardless of what my opinion is on Silver, what anyone else's, there's no point of having that on the bench, because I know we had to go out on Jack Grealish's 300k per week and how we moan about that. And obviously Silver's done a lot more than Grealish in terms of club-wise.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the same thing with Silver as well. So it's just like, I'm really thinking about the minutes in the squad, and I'm going to go through next season.
Well, here's
I just got
MCFC's put here, Al Hilal in for Silver. Have you heard about Al Hilal being in for somebody else as well lately?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a certain Morginho Watinho.
Morgan Gibinho Whiteinho.
Yes.
Al Hilal, by the way, everyone.
And also our Ali, I think. If I'm not mistaken. So
it's like, Saudi have decided they all want to go after Morgan Gibbs White at the moment, which is very weird.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like that. You know that Bruno deal. I think the minute that Bruno deal just got collapsed, they probably want someone like it from the Prem. Like I don't get this obsession with Gibbs White, because Gibbs White probably wants to stay off with Nottingham Forest or go to another European club. Well, there's no point of him leaving, because he's, you know, like Gabby Vega, like for Ali, yeah, he went over there, done a few years in Saudi, then got to Porto. Like, he's young, he can do that. But with like Gibbs White, yeah, he's like in the optimum position of his footballing career where he can't mess around for the next move. So if he wants to go with Saudi and obviously give himself the best lifestyle, go ahead. But that means if you want to go to a top European club like City or elsewhere, you ain't getting it. For Silva, it
Well,
makes sense to go.
I have got a question here. The news
Yeah.
of Leon apparently securing a 1-year loan deal for one of our players.
Yeah.
Who do you think that is?
What I think, I mean, based
It won't be
off the
McAtee. I know somebody will not be McAtee.
yeah, it won't be McAtee. Just two players I can think of: Juma Bar or Claudio Echeverri, because Juma Bar has, I think, it come out on Instagram or Snapchat, whichever it is. It's one of his people, and it said that he's happy in France. He wants to be in the French league a lot more before going back to City or going to another European clubs. And like Juma Bar probably does fit Leon a bit more because they don't usually play with a back four. He's either been in a back three or in a back five, so it does suit him. Another one I'd say is Echeverri in the fact that Thiago Almada, yeah, the Argentine, what's it called, player for Leon. I think he's on loan. You probably tell Echeverri a lot more about Leon, etc., and how it might be good for his development because Almada had a very good season at Leon this year, in particular with Turkey and Mkhitaryan stay for the Georgian striker as well. So it's a good place to develop at Leon for Echeverri. So and also, Silva once said that the Ligue 1 is also just as physical as the Premier League. So it can help Echeverri too and see how he develops over there.
Mm.
So I say these are the two players overall that I think they've probably been offered to Leon.
Okay. Which one would you prefer? The choice was on yours. And let us know in the chat. Who is you? No, Bob isn't injured now. No, Bob's fine.
Yeah, Bob's fine. If I were to go from a City point of view, I'd probably say it's best for Juma Bar to go back to France and then maybe take Echeverri to Girona if possible. Now, obviously, Echeverri links of Lazio, I think it was a few months ago. I'm not mistaken.
What about
So that's
Victor
there.
Hayes?
I mean, does Vito Hayes really want to? He just come into Manchester, by the way. So does Vito Hayes really want to go out again to France? New culture, new lifestyle again when he's just getting sorted out in Manchester. So I don't think it's probably the best thing. Now,
We'll
that's just
speak
my.
about it in a bit. Ed's put Rico Lewis up. Jesus Christ, Ed.
But yeah, I don't think Vito Hayes alone. I know people want to loan him back to maybe Palmeiras, but I don't think it's the best to be in what's it called going elsewhere. I think if you want to get a loan Vito Hayes, why not put him in the Premier League? Maybe for Brighton, maybe for I don't know a club like what's it called Fulham. We're good at development, like a developmental club in the Premier League because I think it's doing very much good. But keep him nonetheless.
Okay. Where do you at? Obviously, Ignore is in, Randers is in, Cherky. I know, by the way, when I say in, I believe they're in. Well, I know they're in. Cherky, Randers both done. Ignore officially confirmed. The goalkeeper due to be in tomorrow's 33. He is homegrown. He came out of Fulham's academy. I think that does rule out Trafford.
Yeah,
I think that rules James Trafford out. Now, I think it will be. I think Costa will be the guy if they don't keep Edison. I'm still not ruling out the idea of keeping Edison, by the way.
I mean, there's a scenario where both of them will stay. But let's just say if one of them goes, let's just say that happens. There's two things you can do. With let's just say Ortega stays and Edison goes. Like you said, if we can go get Costa, yeah, that's the number one target that we want. Yeah. If Edison stays and Ortega goes, I wouldn't mind ruling out a move for that Roma goalkeeper, that man called Miles Sylvier, because I think he could do some wonders for us. Now, I know he's in Chile. I think he's in Chile or Colombia. Someone can confirm it. But you know, Keylor Navas,
Yeah.
he's another one that can do a backup role because he's quite good on Champions League nights, especially knockout stages. I know he's very, very old, Keylor Navas, but I'd try go for him. I know Sparkers were telling me about just taking as probably a backup, but I wouldn't mind Stegen as well. I know the Barcelona fans are going sick at him, but that's because obviously you want to get Garcia because he's too integral to Stegen. But he's another option if you want to take advantage of Barcelona, which I probably think the Porto probably won't even don't even mind it because they done it with Gundogan last year. So yeah,
Okay. Okay. Um, anything else you want to
I mean, there's literally nothing else, mate.
add? Have you got
Just
no
all
news?
of
Have you
this.
got no breaking news? Big up Tom, by the way, member for 40 months. OLB's lot have arrived.
Oh well,
Big
big
up
up.
Craig. Tom's here. They're all arriving now, you know. I'm too small for the original, you know what I mean? I've got to get scrappy end bit, you know what I mean? Big up to everyone who's jumped over from LB. Hello, Craig. Lee, I bet you meant Bullseye. No, listen, it will depend on anything. They've offered him a deal. Ball's in his court now. Ball's in his court.
Oh yeah, it's all in his hands.
The ball's in his court. Like I said, I know there's not been an official announcement on backroom staff yet. That will come when the players are all back. Because I think they're coming back in dribs and drabs this week. Someone there this week. I mean, I got a message early saying they're all basically drib and drabbing it all week.
Yeah, they'll come back in phases.
Just announced all the signings and talked about some backroom staff stuff and all that, Craig. Jay Fresh, how you doing, mate? Oh, where are you at with Libermento? Because I'm going to ask you this, because I was in a Newcastle stream earlier, and my God, I thought I was asking him for a right kidney.
You know, Livermore, yeah. Like it depends on what Newcastle does. Because if Newcastle doesn't want to sell and they want to get a bunch of freebies and just stay afloat within PSR and maybe sell a player, maybe just a little player, maybe I don't know Jacob Murphy, just to try and get it well under the books of obviously the UEFA side of PSR, then cool. But if they want to go get experience, Premier League proven, which Eddie Howe, which you know, Eddie Howe likes because that's why what's it called? Paul Mitchell left because he wanted younger players, more potential players in the squad, whereas Eddie Howe wanted more proven. So if he wants that, then someone like a Livramento or Gordon may have to go, and it may help us a bit more in the long term. But I think with Livramento, yeah, it depends on patience for Newcastle. It depends on what we do. If we're that patient enough and we believe we can get him, then go ahead. Because regardless, Martin, we're gonna have to pay for homegrown, overpay for them, regardless, because we put ourselves in that position. So
Yeah, I've just said Craig, you won't be McAtee because he's out of contract. They're selling McAtee.
yeah,
See, David T is a resident. He was in the same chat. Martin have a false leg. For some reason, we've got to get rid of kidneys, all sorts to get Livermento. Newcastle fans are getting so up about potentially selling a player.
you know what's funny, yeah? It's like, and you said it before. How come selling just one, like all of their players are untouchable according to them? It's like,
Well, and the thing is,
you know,
I
even
understand it. I get it, but we're not. But the thing is, every team has had to sell. Manchester City have had to sell players. What
exactly.
I don't think Newcastle fans understand, and I'm not trying to play ignorant here, is selling a player for a lot of money would actually help you for your PSR and your wages. You have an issue with your wages at the minute. You can't get your wage to income ratio is way above 70% for UEFA.
Oh yeah, it's not just that,
So
Martin. Is that
help yourself. Sell somebody for 80 mil and make the money back. But we're not
I've even
saying
heard.
for 30 mil.
I even heard some Newcastle streams. Yeah, they're saying that they believe in the academy. If you believe in so much of the academy, why don't you back it? Because if you want to sell off Livermore, get that money and help yourself with the UEFA PSR, yeah, maybe invest into a couple of other players. And whilst you're doing that, you're also praising your academy to bits. All right, then take a punt at them. You never know. This is the thing, Martin. Aston Villa have to sell Jack Grealish for 100 million quid to progress. For Liverpool with Coutinho to progress to get Alisson and Van Dijk. Like even Arsenal had to do with Aubameyang, probably not as in terms of fee wise, but to get him out and be more fluid in the style of play. People like clubs sacrifice all the time. Look at Leon; they're selling us Turkey here just to make sure that the French PSR is good on their books. PSG had to literally told Mbappe to piss off along with Messi and Neymar to win the Champions League. They did.
No, I'd say no. I get it because I get Newcastle are trying to do it the right way. They're trying to buck the trend by not being forced to sell because of the PSR situation. I get it. I 100% get it. But the trouble is, Newcastle, because they get some of their fans, to say some are great, like David T, who's in the chat tonight. He's a top Geordie, and the guy understands it, he gets it. He knows I have no issue with Newcastle fans. But what they don't understand is that it's like they want to buy top players for cheap, but you can't. If you want to buy one of their players, it's got to be a world record fee. And I understand that, but they've got to realise is the market is very different. Even we're struggling with some of the fees. Craig will tell you that we won't pay some of the. This, Dash. Even Manchester City won't pay the astronomical fees that are being asked.
Well, exactly. And
we walked away from Gibbs White because they wanted 80-odd million, 85 million.
Yeah, they backed from the agreement. They wanted 20 million more because of that threatened.
Well, why shouldn't City ask for 50 million for Grealish? If you can't afford him, that's your issue on PSR. It's not us.
Yeah. You know, I think with City,
they Livermore for 80, 90 mil, but we sell you Grealish for 10 million. How's that fair on us?
Yeah. We're not a charity. That's the thing. City have just, I think City have upped their game a bit and said, you know what, we can't just be selling them on the cheap anymore because we're selling them on the cheap, and these lot are just getting us over.
Yeah, no, listen, and it's nothing against Newcastle. I get it. They don't want to be seen as a feeder club. I get that, but it would help them to do one big deal.
This is the thing, Martin.
If they don't want to sell, they don't want to sell.
Yeah. If it was under normal circumstances, by the way, I think they'll be willing to sell because the Saudis they don't mind selling. But in this situation, I get it because they're so constrained to what they can do. Yeah, it's the fact that if they make one move, it might spoil the end. Not like of the whole fucking takeover, of course not, but in terms of just not getting European football consistently. And that's the thing what I said earlier on is that the reason why Villa and Newcastle are struggling, and this is unfortunate, is because of that. On the on the UEFA coefficients and the ranking of it, they haven't got enough points. That's why Carl in his interview praised City for getting in the UCL 15 years in a straight because they're gathering more points, they're ranking more towards the top three every single year. So thus we're fine. We get more incentives, we get more loyalty from UEFA. Right now, Aston Villa and Newcastle don't have that. So it's going to be so difficult.
You sold Andy Cole and they got Alan Shearer and Les Ferdinand and a sprayer.
Didn't Juventus did the same before Zidane back in the day? You might know this more than me.
Oh, you saying I'm old, cheeky bastard?
I mean, you are old. But you know this back in the day.
I get it. See, the Fernandez guy is an option, I've been told, but again, he's a £60 million release clause. That's a £60 million option, but his release clause, he's 19, he's young. I'm going to I thought we'd have had more people. I'm just going to bring Sparkus and Eddie together. We might as well make it a bloody panel. We might as well make it a panel. Go on, lads. We'll do a panel. If anyone else wants to join, I thought we'd have had more callers tonight. TLB,
enough.
because you're wittering on for 3 hours. You're losing me my bloody views, lad. Stop it, LB. Joking, go on. Carry on. Good evening, Ed. Good evening, Spartacus.
Good evening.
What's going on? What's going on?
Well, we've got a panel
Not
show
much.
going now. Come on, then. What are we talking?
Let's talk about Pedri, man. Pedri in your mouth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Pedri. Yes.
Yeah,
It's a
Newcastle
little
need
player.
options. That's why Fraser Foster and Tim Krul have been looked at. Oh, are you in your house today, Ed?
Yeah.
A lot of people have that
He's
same house.
visiting Hamza.
Right, come on. Wait, where are you at? Because Ed, you were in the space last night. The meltdown was epic. We weren't getting chirky. We weren't getting chirky. We are getting chirky. We are getting chirky.
Yeah, man, it was a crazy space, man. It's been some crazy spaces lately. I can't lie to you. All this transfer news and people just want
Play
things.
nice in the chat, please. Play
People just
nice
want
in the
things done at
chat.
their time, you know.
Don't. Craig's trying to help. I don't know why we're, let's start. Like I said, we can only go off information we get at the time. Information can always change. Look at me with Gibbs White. I thought Gibbs White was wrapped up. Bloody hell.
Supposedly 99% done, wasn't he?
Piss off you with United. I never said 99% either.
But no, it's been, I think fans is one of the things. I think fans with KDB leaving were just anxious, and now that we got all these people in, now they're giving the board plaudits, they're giving Beyond a plaudit. But as soon as the new window opens up, we already know how they're going to be. So, yeah, man, just enjoying the ride, and I'm happy with the players we brought in. Happy to see them at the Club World Cup. As you know, I'll be there, and yeah, man, I'm more focused on the outgoings now. That's where
Oh, come on
issue.
then, because we are over. Right, let's talk about this. We are 2 over on our foreign contingent at the moment. People are going to say, yeah, but if you want to add foreign, you got to bring foreign in. Unless they're 19 or 18, then yes, you get away with it because they're under 21, they're not included. But here's a point, and this is what Nobbins was saying the other day. Savio and Ushanov will be promoted into the foreign contingent for the 26-27 season. So you're always going to have the people below eventually come up. Now, there was also the news today that Wesley, apparently is at Zenit, have now made a move on Wesley. And yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, Zenit have made a move for him.
I've got nothing on that, by the way. I don't follow Flamengo as closely, so.
Everyone's going about Rodrigo. People don't start realizing Rodrigo does not happen until somebody else leaves. And I'm going to be straight with you. It's going to be a docu that has to leave to get any kind of thing of Rodrigo going.
Do you think he will?
Push more from the player side, but we'll see.
I just think, I don't know, with Wesley, it's just that I guess in a couple of positions you're going to have a project player. That's beyond his model. And you just have to trust that with Wesley Nunes, they can get the job done. That's all you can do if that's what the club decides to do. I would have got somebody maybe a little bit more proven, but Wesley does have a lot of pace. He does go bomb forward. So we'll see.
You know what? Yeah, it's like if we're paying 45 million for a guy, we don't even know if he's good or not. Never mind what potential. I'd rather half that money and go for Ola Aina because we know what Ola Aina is. Like imagine Ola Aina and Nunes in the same squad. Yeah, for example, yeah, one's offensive, one's more offensive. Different games, they do different profiles. In some games, put on the Matthias Nunes, yeah, on the right side, maybe against teams that are no blocks or need a bit of crossing. In some games where it's a bit open up, Ola Aina is probably the best player to go with because he can go in the back three with Diaz and with Diaz and Gavardio, with Aina we're pushing up, and sometimes you can go forward. So if I was City, I'd go for Olaina because obviously Forest have extended his 1 year option. I think if they confirmed it or something like that. So like they're not going to demand 30 or 40 million with all due respect. Because it's just 20 million to kick the can down the road. Because I'd rather do that than go get Wesley from Brazil that I don't even know. I don't even heard of him. I don't know how he plays.
Did you know Rodriguez before we signed him?
Rodri, no, not all. I'll be honest, but
no offense,
this is the thing.
Spartacus, but Atletico Madrid is different than Flamengo. I'm sorry.
And Fernandinho's at the time, by the way.
But this is the thing though with Viana though. If you think about it, Darsh, would he want to go for that older option or would he want to go for a younger option? Because the guy at Porto, I guess you're looking at 55. You're looking at 50 or 45 either way. If you look at it, it's still a lot of money either way you go.
That's what I'm saying. We are so screwed on that right back position. Yeah, it's that our options are so limited. Listen, I can get why people saying Jed Spence, which we fucking discussed about for an hour and a half in the space the other day. I can get why, which is crazy, but I get why. For me, and this is why there's no bargains in this market of right backs. The only one I see is Olaina, and that's just me just seeing it from a wide scope. So either do that, or we can get Wesley, which is a big risk because Spartacus doesn't really rate him. He just said he's a pace merchant, with all due respect. I don't know.
I think so. I think he is.
Yeah, but Walker was a pace.
Yeah, but he had physicality as well.
And he can defend.
Wesley doesn't really. Yeah. The thing for me with Wesley that I really don't get is he's 21, so he would be counting as a non-homegrown player. So I'd rather just instead of spending 40 mil on him, just spend the 60 on the Benfica kid and fully go on potential instead of going on a guy that's okay. It's going to be a problem for the homegrown rule, and it's going to be expensive as well.
Can I throw a wild card?
Go on.
I don't think this will ever happen. Yeah.
Pedri?
No. Oh fucking hell, man. No, Pedri, mate. How about? And people will kill me for this, which I'm glad it's down. Reece James from Chelsea.
Mate, right. I wouldn't be against it.
Him out.
Homegrown.
No, he's going to cost weight. If you think they're going to charge us more than Livramento, man.
Look, we're losing out on a player like Stones that's constantly on the injury list. We need to get a player for that role as well. Reece James would be perfect. Constantly injured, supposed to be one of the best players in the planet. So, yeah.
Right. Sorry, I don't know what's going on in the chat. Can we calm it down? Everyone's getting guys. Just play nice. Come on. People, come on, lads. Share information. Let's not do this here. Let's keep it respectful. We said if you're not going to be respectful, you can disappear. Simple as. We're not doing this here. This is not a channel we're doing it on. Stop it. You be respectful. You can agree to disagree 3,000 times. That's absolutely fine. But don't start trying to up one another. Let's stop this my dick's bigger than your dick nonsense. Come on. Craig shares information. I've shared info. Darsh does. Other people don't agree with me. Other people don't agree with Craig. Other people. But let's be respectful with each other, please. That's all we're doing.
Exactly.
All right, come on. Carry on.
Yeah, Reece James. What do you think about him? FFT, Martin.
I think you're taking the piss, mate.
But listen, Reece James there on his day is top 3 right backs in the world.
You want to swap, right? The one thing you're going to get with Reinders, Cherky, and Ain't Nora, they'll look at them all. Hardly any of them have been injured. Reinders has had about a week off with a cold. He got an Advil and carried on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to buy Reece? I spend my time in A&E James. He's Darren Anderson version 6. Come on, no. Reece James.
Hey, that's
Reece
the harsh,
James,
man.
all his injuries, I'm with you.
But this is the thing at Chelsea. He's going to start every single week. At City, we've got the doctors. You see, they calm me down well. They give me time. You never know. You put an arm around your shoulder. I'm just saying, Reece James, he's not that bad. Unless, Martin, you want to do a Kyle Walker Peters.
No, come on. Now you're
And
taking
this is
it.
the level we're talking.
I don't think Reece James is a bad child, though. I mean, we need somebody for our medical department to be training on, and he would be perfect. He's got every injury in the book.
Well, then it is one. You don't get. I'm going to throw something out that's wild. Think about it before you all tell me to piss off. What about the theory of keeping Nunes?
Honestly, I think that's
not
a good
wild.
shout.
That's not wild. I'll keep Nunes if possible.
It's thinking about it. He's having a look. He's gone into deep thought.
No, it
Don't
depends.
do it
Like,
one way.
For me, it depends about who they bring in. If they bring in a Livramento, I wouldn't care about getting rid of Nunes and bringing in one of the
No, you
young
don't get Livramento. You don't buy right back. Don't get it.
If I don't get a right back, why would I sell Nunes? Do you want me to?
It's like-
you want to put Rico Lewis there? Houston off there?
You're selling Rico in the previous space. Don't come with
I
that.
know exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I think we could give Nunes a chance. I'm not down on that one, to be honest.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
thing
It's
is,
your
yeah.
channel, so you can disagree, but be respectful with each other. Thank you, Pat. It's a great way of putting it.
The thing for me is Nunes. He had a very good end of the season, and he has shown that he can learn how to be a fullback. If we give him more time to train as a fullback, he's gonna have better instincts as that. So he's probably gonna get better, and he's shown that he's a very hard worker as well.
Spartacus, if he has an error, if he has an error at the Club World Cup, is that going to
That's
change?
don't forget.
No,
The same
no.
people who want Reece James will say get rid of John Stones.
Because it only takes a couple errors for you to lose the league.
And you know what?
I'm
Just
not
back
worried.
just one sec. I have got to out him now because he suggested it. This is Dash, who privately told me to get Stones out of the football club because he was injury prone, and gives me Reece James as the backup. That's Nick Jackson has literally just described that.
Listen, one go across, the other one just here for one game and just goes out.
Say you've got an agenda without saying you've got an agenda.
Now, see,
Listen.
if Craig is right here, we're playing the three at the back. I wouldn't mind having a center back there if you're playing three at the back. But if you're
We
talking
can't do
about
that anymore.
if you're talking about having somebody up the pitch, it can't be a Husnov, it can't be a Kanji. So, yeah, if you're playing three at the back,
I don't mind it, by the way.
I don't mind a three at the back if that's what you're doing. I wouldn't. I mean, but it would take that change though for not to.
Yeah.
That kind of takes away the burden of a right back if you do something like that.
I think the way we're moving on the market suggests that we're trying to move away from the three centre back things. And if we don't do that right now, I think we might not do that at all. Look, that could be very good for a player like Sabio, for example, or Bob to play on the wing. But for Mamouche, for Foden, for Cherki, I don't think that would be particularly good because that would take away from a space on the squad for them.
Can I ask a question?
You've still got a Kanja, Ushanov, Nunes. I think if the right back, I think the right back has to be the right back at the right price, so I don't think they'll jump. I'll tell you why. We made 4 signings before the Club World Cup. When was the right back priority over any of them? The left back was a priority over the right back.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I did get weeks ago, and Craig might have got it, and others might have got it, and Dash has got it, and Elliot might have heard something, I don't know, was Pep did not want Nunes to go anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Pep doesn't. Pep values Nunes a lot because obviously you said mine about last summer where he trained as a wing back a lot more. And obviously he took it to President United at home, which didn't go down well because obviously he had a stinker. But then as time went on, he got a bit of trust between Nunes and Pep at wing back. I think, yeah, with the way Pep sees Nunes, he sees him as a he's developing so much into wing back that if he leaves, it might have been for nothing, if that makes sense. It probably feels that type of tactical connection with Nunes. Now, I've got a question to ask. Let's just say we don't get a right back. Yeah.
Mm.
What do you think the club would look at a centre back that can go into right back if they want to bring him in, if they think that Kushner was not ready to be a right back? So maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a homegrown centre back that can also play at right back.
Konsa, maybe Konsa. He's done that a couple times for Villa.
Possibly Conser, if possible. So
Do you not think
it's
they're panic buying here? No, in all
Yeah.
seriousness, are we not
Yeah.
panic buying here?
I think so. Yes, because I think
What
I think
you're
it'll be
doing
panic buying.
is equivalent to panic buy.
It could be
I
panic
think
buying.
yes.
But can I ask this about Nunes? Does Nunes want to be a wingback? Can Nunes make Portugal a World Cup team as a wingback?
I think
Well,
so.
why
Yes,
not?
João Neves is the right back right now. João Neves is the right back. He can
Okay,
do
well,
it.
there's a question. Where does Nunes go, Ed? Where he could potentially? Because don't forget, we're saying he's going to play if he stays.
I think he's gonna ball out at
'Cause you're
Atletico
not buying
Madrid.
another right back. You're keeping Nunes.
I think he would be very good for Atletico Madrid as a right midfielder.
He can
Very,
play
very good.
if you're he can play midfield. If you're not talking about the Premier League, he can play midfield in the Bundesliga, in La Liga.
Egan Riley's gone.
He's gone. You know what? Yeah, Sparkers, you made a good point because remember last summer, and it was like the deadline. Yeah,
Alan
and it was
wants
like deadline day. Wow.
Alan
Because the
wants
only reason why Portugal is playing Neves at right back is because he wants to put Fernandez in there. I don't see him. I don't. And then you got the dude from Wolves or former dude from Wolves as the right back. I don't see him getting over those two guys in
Now
just
come
number
on.
for Portugal.
He gets ahead of João Neves was horrible on
He's
the
not getting
final.
ahead of João Neves, Spartacus.
As a fullback?
They're going to want to bring him anyway because he's a Champions League winner. They're going to bring him.
No, yeah, I think they're gonna bring him, but I don't think he's gonna play as a right back.
Yeah, but I'm
He
saying
doesn't
that
have the
takes up a
profile for
number.
it.
That takes up a number in the squad. That's why.
Yeah, I think he can get. I think if he has a good 6 month for City, he can get ahead of Nelson Semedo. Because this is the other guy that they're using right now. Is Nelson Semedo, and let's be fair, he's shit.
He's about to go to Maris. I don't know how to say it with De Zerbi. They're going to be in Champions League too.
Who?
So
Okay, I don't know.
There's a lot of things to unfold with this
What
right
is
back.
going on with Twitter? Why am I getting shit ads?
Oh, Twitter is shit. So.
No, but
nothing
what's
new.
with all the sex and the drug stuff?
Oh, that's just Twitter, isn't it?
What the hell's
That's
happening?
to me.
I'm trying to get to the football news. I can't get it.
That's just Twitter. Just a regular day for Twitter.
Wait,
This is
who
crazy.
would you guys rather sell? Would you guys rather sell Stones or Kanji?
I'm not even following half of this lot. Where did they all come from?
That's a hard question
I'm trying to
because
find this news here. Where's it gone? I can't get it.
Marty, you sound like a really old guy right now. I can't lie.
I do sound like an old guy. Yeah, I'm old, you know.
you're not wrong.
I told you, Martin.
I am old.
I told you, Martin. You're old. You're too old.
I am old. I will find it in a minute. Twitter X has gone weird.
Ed, this is a very hard question because you're asking me to pick between a guy that doesn't play and a guy that we shouldn't be keeping because we need to
don't
keep
start that
homegrown
crap.
players.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, no way. Hey, we're not escaping this in the summer, you know. This Jed Spence thing will continue to August, I'm telling you.
I'm not doing Jed Spence.
You just gotta laugh at this point. You just gotta laugh. Because if you don't laugh,
apparently. Look, Pat sent everyone over Jed Spence raid.
even when Jerky's fucking going for Jed Spence, what is this?
Sex, drugs, and sash kits are Martin's biographer. Right, Ed, you don't look overly keen on this. You look like you've dropped $10 and found 10 cents. Come on.
I'm not. I'm sorry to say this, but bro, I'm just saying, like, with where we're trying to go, This might sound harsh. Nunez is more of a negative than a positive.
That's harsh.
Because I'm thinking about a lot of big games. Everybody was scared of that right back position, if we're being totally honest. And now he's going to be our starting right back.
I don't think I agree with that. At the back end of the season, everybody was asking for him to start. Everybody was like, "Where is Nunes? We need Nunes. We need him to go
Because the other
on
options
the
are
wing."
shit, Spartacus.
Yeah, but he wasn't bad. Like, let's be fully fair. He wasn't bad at all. Name me three fullbacks that were better than him at the end of the season, at the back end of the season, in those final 10 games periods.
Reece James was better than him for Chelsea.
Reece James doesn't play.
Better than him.
He played the last 10 games.
Better than Nunes.
He played the last 10.
No.
Would you get then?
Did Chelsea not go on a crazy run and get into the
I
Champions
agree.
League?
No, I agree.
I need to check this.
But yeah, would you get Reece James
Chelsea had a harder
instead
schedule
of
than us and won a lot of their games?
But Ed, would you get Reece James instead of Nunes? Would you trust Reece James to stay fit? I don't, personally. So this is the thing for me. He's a better player, but
he's coming off the most fit season he's had.
Okay,
yeah, but still not good.
No, weren't they playing Caicedo as right back?
For a while, yes.
Yeah, they did do that. I know Malo Gusto for Chelsea also went on the opposite side too. With obviously Cucurella and left back.
As often as you're thinking here, you know, Ed. I'm looking at it.
Martin, should we get Caicedo as a fullback?
He played in midfield, Ed.
That's because he was still playing.
But not at right back.
Martin, if you look at the last few games, he had a couple of assists.
You're doing comment from last night on this Jed Spence stuff.
You know, right back can invert into midfield, right? Like,
yes, no, I understand that.
But this is not what we're going to do. By the way,
I'm gonna pick this up because maybe I'm wrong. I don't see. This is where I love having other people on because I don't mind being proved wrong. Despite what public belief is, popular belief is that apparently I like to be right all the time. Right, he played the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. And he played right back, midfield, right back. And he was captain.
And so he's been in midfield more than Nunes. Okay.
But we're talking about the fullback, not a midfielder.
I mean, by the way, if you said to me about Nunes in midfield, Ed, I'm with you because I'm worried about. I don't think Nunes ever gets into midfield at City anymore. I think for Nunes to stay at City, we'd have to permanently become a right wing back.
And that's why Martin, he's assessing his future. Because Pep wants him to stay, but Nunes is thinking, okay, got to trust the manager now. But I want more, especially in midfield. Because remember, Aleti last summer on deadline day, we got the news that obviously they want to try to get him, and Simeone was looking at him. And I think it was someone else, which I think was Axel Witsel. So,
Axel Witsel.
He's still there.
Wasn't that the leader of a band in 1992?
No, that's Axel Rose. No?
What the hell? Are you going around the world, you? He was at Brazil a week ago. Now he's in Abu Dhabi. What are you doing? Elliot, you got too much time. Too much time when you're on, lad. Nunes is sick. Big up. By the way, yes, the new goalie is homegrown state. Came out of Fulham's academy.
I think though, if the club was so like, yes, we're going to believe in Nunes. why have we been linked to so many right backs?
I don't think we were that, but I don't think we believe in Nunes particularly. But at the same time, they don't really want to pay 80 million for a fullback, and the other options are, let's be fully honest, are not actually better than Nunes. Wesley is not better than Nunes. The kid from, according to Danielle, the kid from Benfica, I think it's Benfica, he's not better than Nunes either. So, like, shouldn't we just keep him for another season and maybe try and get Livramento next season?
You know what? Yeah, and this what pisses me off here, by the way, about last summer. You know, Mohamed Simicon for Leipzig was at Leipzig before. Why did he fucking
Before he
move
went
to Al
Saudi, yeah,
Nassr?
would have been perfect.
Why the fuck? Why the fuck did he move to Al Nassr, man? You can do right centre back. You can go right back
Apparently,
perfectly.
Pat, he may be going to Zenit.
Who?
Wesley.
Oh, Wesley.
What do you mean? Yeah, you know he's right. You told me. Who's that? Is that it, May? Cheeky bugger. I don't think Aki will leave. No, Aki's not going anywhere. Ed would rather dress like Grimace than wear those sash kits. What, you got an issue with the sash kits? James was coming on CM and DM. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. O'Reilly's a midfielder. Yeah. Listen, I agree with that. I don't think it's the ideal situation.
But it is a situation that we could have.
Right now, the squad, before we sign anybody else, there has to be movement now.
Yeah.
So we can sit here all day and go, we want A, B, C, D, E, and F. Doesn't matter. We are at 2 or 3 over the top on foreign players. We haven't got enough homegrown, so we're not going to do anything until McAtee, Grealish, exactly what we said was going to happen with the goalies will happen. It will be 1 in, 1 out. So you can take Trafford out now because it's going to be the guy from Chelsea who, like I said, has come out. He's come out of the Fulham Academy. I will get his full. What's his full name? Bellatanella.
Bettinelli.
I don't know. My God, I'm going to butcher this game. It's Bettinelli. Bet Gilroy.
It just got to here we go. It just got to here we go.
Put in the chat, mate.
Right, Marcus Bettinelli, right? Is he homegrown?
Yes.
Let's have a look at his career. Well, where is he from? I'm sure he's homegrown. I'm absolutely certain he's homegrown. He is, yeah, he's England. He's English and he's at Fulham's Academy. Jesus Christ, he's definitely homegrown. Yeah, he's homegrown.
Yeah, so that's 1 in, 1 out.
So 1 in, 1 out.
Yeah.
So if you want Rodrigo or you want anybody else, everyone's running about Aina, and Davey says Aina. I know why you're saying Aina because you're giving us alternatives to Livramento. You're being cheeky, you David. Aina's just had the obligatory 1-year extension from Forest, which was in his contract. That now gives them time to try and tie him down to a longer contract. For City to get him out will still cost 30-40 mil, I think. It's Forest. It's Marinakis. You are not getting... Marinakis is like dealing with Daniel Levy. You're not getting him out for cheap.
Well, I thought Craig said 20, but... Yeah.
I've been told Marinakis wants a lot more than 20. Now, I don't know what... Craig may have different information than me. I got told a lot more than 20.
For Aina?
Mm-hmm.
30, 35.
I got told the best way to understand Marinakis is Daniel Levy and Tony Bloom.
Get a midground of it.
That guy, they're taking Palace to frigging court. You think he dicks around?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy.
Seems like a nice guy.
He's not dicking around, this Marinakis fellow. He's a bit of a, I don't know. It's going to be weird. I mean, obviously, Wilson Esperan's going to go. Walker will go. Calvin Phillips. By the way, we don't even know what we're doing with Calvin yet.
How many years he has left? 2?
Phillips, I'm sure it's 2. Maybe didn't he sign a 6-year deal? Was it a 6? Well,
That
didn't
was
he
a
come in that
5-year
time
option.
when we were giving 6-year deals out to everyone?
Can't we just sell him to a
He has to agree.
Saudi club or just for a UAE club?
No,
Like coincidentally,
no,
just get a UAE club to buy
doing
him.
that.
You can't throw everyone to Saudi. You got an interest first.
McAtee doesn't want to stay in England though, Craig. He wants to go to Bundesliga. That's the issue with McAtee.
Exactly.
He's
He
got
wants.
contracts
Fucking hell, McAtee.
2025. Don't ignore that. Oh no, that's his Leeds one. 2028.
So
Got 3 more frigging
3
years.
years. Jesus
I thought
Christ.
he signed a 6-year deal.
Can't we just honestly? Can't we just get somebody that the Sheikh knows to buy
I
him
wish he
and
just linked
loan
up
him
and
back
maybe
to the
said,
Premier
you
League?
know, I might be shit. You know, I just might be shit. Can I help my club out? Yeah. Jeez.
Okay, now.
If
This is why
nobody
last
comes
summer.
in for him, it's like that has to be this obvious. If Leeds doesn't even want you,
I'm going to be honest then. Does Calvin Phillips stay for the homegrown option?
I won't be
He will
surprised.
play. I don't think he does.
No,
Oh,
no.
and by the way, speaking about homegrown, I've seen the light
You
with
can't be
Falk
taking
in
him
the
a bench on the
midfield.
match day squad, Martin.
Sorry, just need to read very quick. Saints Silver, thank you for your 1-year anniversary, mate. Big up yourself. You are a top fella. Thank you so much for your kind generosity. I'm loving that in the background of the old Mario there. Connor with a £2, clearly a Doctor Who fan. Who's your favourite Doctor, though? What about Cal Walker-Peters on a free? Has been looked at in the past, but again, short-term fix for a long-term problem. That's why I'm not keen on that. But it's good. I do see you thinking behind it. Connor, thank you for your very generous donation, mate. Adam, big up yourself. You fraud. I've been told to call you a fraud. 4 months. Big up, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How long are you there for, Danny? Oh, what? He's going to France on Wednesday. Bloody hell. What are we sharing when we're going on holiday? I'm going to France Friday. Yeah, I told you he's jet setting. Ake's unlikely to go. Nunes is a backup. But at the minute, he's not a backup. Toxin is number 1. Until we buy someone, he's number 1. Think we should try and bring a goalkeeper back with us. So you're on the Donnarumma train then, Elliot? You're on Donnarumma then?
Can we talk about this Donnarumma thing?
Go on. One thing, you know me, I don't Billy bullshit when I've heard nothing. I've heard now on Donnarumma. I've had no info on Donnarumma.
Would you guys rather, instead of getting Donnarumma, get Ter Stegen and just wait to see if another very good goalkeeper comes out?
What's going on with you and Barcelona players?
This is not a Barcelona kink. It's just that he's probably going to be able to be bought on a free because Barcelona are trying to chase him out of the club. We did the same as we did to Gundogan. Come on, let's be honest here. He's a very good goalkeeper. I have no idea why the Barca fans are doing that.
No, but I'm no serious though. And would you have, Dash, have you heard anything on Donnarumma?
Absolutely nothing. I just think they need to try to play us for a new contract. I just really think it. And you know what, Martin? Yeah, isn't it like 235k per week? And we even offer like Edison. Like we're not even giving Edison like that amount of money like in December. So how are we going to give Donnarumma and to come to City on a lower deal? It's just
we're offering Edison 130, Darsh.
You know what? Yeah, with Edison, I won't be surprised if he stays for 1 more year. Now, if he does, like I said, it's just kicking the can down the road. But it has to be reassurance with Edison, like, and even with Ortega, because Ortega, he's got that issue with national team.
I've got to share. I shouldn't laugh. I've seen the funnies. Can I share it on here? Can I share it on here? Who said I meant him? You know about Chevalier then? Craig says been told his previous him as a keeper, but he hasn't even been discussed at Sarah. He isn't a pet keeper. He's just sitting there to get a new deal. All right, Chevalier then. Does Elliot mean Chevalier?
That's
Possibly.
60 million.
I think he's
Yeah,
the better
okay.
goalkeeper that we should be looking at, but then again,
I'm just going to share this because this was the funniest thing, and it's not even nice to say, but and I'm not even trying to. I don't know if I should share it because it's really bad. But he just made me this. So what? This here from HKM. Right, someone put breaking news: Florian Wirtz is May the 30th. There we land. Deal done. 150 million. Someone's put this plane is on some MH3. And I shouldn't laugh because people laugh their eyes over that, and that's really sad. But
Is that a kid? That's a kid who does that.
I don't know. So yeah, I'm sorry. I just found it funny. I'm sorry.
That's the kid that imitates Fabrizio. That's his thing. Everything.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't laugh, but it was the way they went. That plane's gone off the radar, and I'm on a plane in 4 weeks. So the plane, and I'm scared of flying as it is. So you know what I mean. I get scared of flying. I don't do honestly. When when a plane's taking off, I just hide behind the book. I hide.
Wait, is that my bad fee, Martin? You just get like what flight with plane price?
No,
phobia
I'm
of
not
planes.
a good flyer. I'm not a good flyer.
What do you call like tubes, trains?
BB will remember this from Man City Fan TV days. I used to be because Andy used to take the mickey out of me about it. I used to get photos and WhatsApps and pictures and all sorts about it. Yeah. So Chevalier then. Would you have Chevalier? If it isn't. Well, I says Chevalier is worse than Donnarumma passing wise.
I disagree massively. I massively disagree with that.
I've not watched Chevalier, so I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, and I got this theory about the goalkeeper thing. I think people are so scared, yeah, of Edison leaving. It's because of the fact that they don't trust our defense playing out from the back. Because if you look at PSG, yeah, they've got Donnarumma, yeah, they've got Marquinhos, Pacho, they've got Hakimi, they've got Nuno Mendes. There's a trust between the goalkeeper and the centre back to play out from the back. I don't think our fan base trusts the connection between Edison and our defenders as much. And thus, because Edison doing most of the work out from the back, if we replace him for a shot stopper, they might think, oh shit, this is not going to work. Which I do get, but I think there's less trust in a shot stopper to do the same job or give that confidence towards the defenders. I don't think people want to say as much, but I think that's what they're implying.
Is it Fabrizio you said broken?
Yeah. There's no price. There's no price if that's what you're talking about for that guy. There wasn't no price on that.
Yeah, it's just there, 36 million. Marcus Bettinelli leaves Chelsea, joins City as new third keeper. Green light also from the player. Will travel to the Club World Cup. Here we go. Playing emoji, USA flag. Basically, he's gone for a nominal fee.
Probably like a mil.
500 grand or something. 500 mil?
No, I said a mil. A mil.
Oh, I thought you said 500 mil. I was going to say, Jesus. do you remember when Fabrizio said that we'd sold Liam Delap for like 200 million?
I mean, I guess we'll know in the next couple of weeks if he gets an offer or not. But that kind of that doesn't sit well with me. That we're basically just like letting this guy sit here and just decide what we're going to be doing with this goalkeeper. But I mean, he is a good goalkeeper. So I guess sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, you're showing for me, mate. Can you all see Luke's comments?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
Chevalier. Thank you. Right, I'm sorry. My bad, Neil. Listen, anyone who's known me for a long period of time knows my pronunciation is shit. Edison needs to stay. Well, Ed said if Edison doesn't receive any offer between now and next free window, so I've said there has been no offers. When Pep Guardiola says they're both staying. Do you know why? Because at that time, at that present day, no one has bid. If nobody bids, they can't leave. This is what I keep saying about Bernardo. So when you're all going, I want Akanji out, I want Bernardo out, I want A, B, C, and D out. Until somebody bids, you can't go out.
Well, now we're at the position now that we're over. We kind of have to force some people out. Go ahead, Spartacus.
But is Jack Grealish worth 50
Me?
then? Because that's the price to put on his head.
It's going to be a low move, Martin. It's going to be a low move.
That's it. One low move.
You're not going to get 50 million. I said this in the space last night. We can have whatever evaluation we have for players. If nobody is willing to put up the money for them, it's not doing us any good.
But that means we're going to have to pay the majority of the wages. Newcastle's highest earner is like 130, 140. They can't even pay for half of Grealish's wages.
But Martin, that's why I say you're going to have to come off the fit. It's either you come down in valuation, or you're going to have to pay the wages.
Oh,
We're stuck.
This Grealish thing is giving me a headache. This Grealish thing is giving me a headache. It's not like a Bernardo where it's feet and weight. This is
This is why if you're going to buy players, mate, you buy them for the right reasons, not just for one attribute.
I still think it's going to be Costa. Costa's the only name I keep getting is Costa.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't really like Edison getting out. But why is Edison taking so long?
You know what, Edison, yeah? I think he really wants to leave. But
Have a lovely holiday, Elliot. Have a beer on me, mate. Big up yourself. Take care. Have a beer on me, mate. Enjoy.
Big up, yeah.
Always a pleasure having you on. Even though you're jet setting around the world, you've ignored me for the last bloody 3 weeks. Ignorant. When does the transfer window open again? Oh, Luke's here. Good evening, mate.
June
Big
16th.
up, Luke.
And he's
he's back off now.
Is he here? What we doing
Back
here?
now again.
Hello, you back?
Hello.
There we go. Hey, Luke.
See your comments. Can freaking hear you. Can see you. Oh, Bebo's here as well. Evening. Oh, got a right panel going now. Right, I'm doing an LB. I'm here for 3 hours. Let's go. Bollocks. 3 hours to go. LB can do it. So can I. Evening,
How's it
gentlemen.
going? Everyone good?
Good.
All good, Jim. How are you?
Well, no, I've got. Well, no, sunshine. Are you good? Are you good?
Am I good?
I don't know what you're about.
I am brilliant. I am over the moon.
Oh, mate. People know what I'm on about, yeah. What I'm on about. Generation
Listen,
one.
Don't start when I'm happy.
No, big up, mate. How are you all? How are you both doing?
Yeah, it's both
All
doing good,
right.
aren't we? Good, aren't we?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a second window that opens. Also, I got told City can register 2 to 3 new players because you can take 35, you can up it to 37, but it doesn't include goalkeepers. It's really weird. This anyone who expires contracts on the 30th and you've gone into the knockout, you can replace them without it affecting the numbers. If it's a goalkeeper, that doesn't affect your squad size anyway. It's really weird how they're doing this year.
Yeah, it's a bit more on it.
Let me just respond to the comment. Please, nobody's giving Ederson hate. It's just more about everybody's saying we want him to stay, but we want him to sign an extension. That's what everybody's saying. Everybody wants him to stay.
Andrew,
Andrew, I've got
I've
a sponsorship deal on the go, mate.
Chucky song, yeah, the one that being.
Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you might get a tune out of me. But yeah.
No, but we can't give him what he wants. This is what I'm saying. You can't give him what he wants. City are trying to lower the wage bill.
Yeah.
Not up. Anything he wants, he's what? Give him 350 grand a week. 300
No,
grand.
I do think I do think he's on a pretty shitty contract, considering he's probably one of the best goalkeepers in Europe, if not the world.
But he signed it, Bevo, and he was happy to sign
Yeah, I
it.
get that, but like the thing is, when you sign a contract with your work or whatever, you expect year on year to at least have somewhat of a salary review. You don't sign a contract with your company that you work for and basically know for the rest of your life you're going to be on that amount of money. You know year on year there's going to be a salary review.
Not in my job. Well, by me teaching, so that was different. Teachers don't get a salary.
Yeah, but super chats can vary, mate. They go up and down in price. Do you know what I
mean? I will ask though, there's this other as well that's after the group stages. Can you see us getting 4th player in or 5th player in? What time do you think it'll be after World Cup ends?
We ain't getting no one in now before 12 p.m. or 11 p.m.
No, the 4 we've got now are the 4 that are going.
That's fair enough.
The 4 we've got, the 4 that are going. You're not going to get right back on them.
Martin was right though, because he actually come on the other day, didn't he? And Martin, you said, and you said we'll give it a try. We're going to try and push to get a right back in. And then lo and behold, the day after, there was talks that Livramento was on the cards at some point. Oh, shut
I'm not usually wrong then. I was wrong.
The RTK. The RTK.
No, it's not that. Me and Dan
or how Kelk says KFA.
KFA.
No, it's just the thing is, I think people were just panicking and worried. Like the chip should have been the space we did last night. Me and Ed and Dash and Spartacus and people were flying. Where's Cherky? Where's Chester? Don't worry, it's booked. It's all done tomorrow. And people are still panicking because they're waiting on the here we go. And you've still got people now who are still saying Cherky's not done because it's not been announced by the club. It's like they're so scared that this hijack's coming for some weird reason. The guy's locked up in a Manchester hotel. He's not going nowhere, people.
Martin, is that
literally
Alan by any chance?
Hijack from
Is that Alan by any chance?
Sign, Mark. You know when they come to sign, don't they stay at a room at the CFA?
I don't fully know. I don't always fully know where the end
because they've got hotel rooms at the CFA where they give them like chocolate and basically
they've got all sorts. He has turned down one, I got told, which was 150. He turned down a contract, yes. They had been before and he turned it down. The problem is with Edison, he got offered astronomical wages by Saudi. The trouble is Saudis haven't come back.
The man, the myth, the legends left as well today.
Carson's gone. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, as something you can keep around for like years as a
X is like that, Julie. Just ignore X.
Yeah. So as far as we're aware of the keepers, then like I'm both going to be saying, is that confirmed now then, or was it just not guaranteed?
What? The Chelsea keeper, done.
Well, he's done, but I meant like Ortega and Edison are both them locked in for another year, or both of them.
No, Edison's not signed anything. Edison's got 1 year left in his deal. He's out in 2026. I think so will be Ortega.
Okay.
From what I've heard, I think you won't hear anything with Edison until after the Club World Cup.
No, fair enough. Makes sense.
Now, I'm not saying there won't be negotiations during the Club World Cup, so I think there will be. But I think the ones that are more, because they want Edison to stay, they want Ortega to stay, they want to stay the same. Otherwise, it's not a Jack Grealish and a McAtee situation where they're not even going.
Yeah,
they're not going because they are specifically sorting deals out for them to go. They're being given the time, whereas Edison's like, no, you're gonna come with us.
Is Gundogan going? Or
As far as I'm aware, yeah, unless other people know different. I don't know if Craig knows any different or
When's the
anyone
squad
else.
announced, mate? When's the squad
It's
announced?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Cool.
Got to be in by 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Cool. No worries then.
9 p.m. registered by tomorrow.
I
Our
thought it was
first
7.
game.
Yeah.
When's that?
I'll have a look.
Sky Sports reported 7.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
It is. I've put Club World Cup registration deadline. It's giving me Royal Mail first day of class. What is going on here? Like I want to know that.
You got remote order today.
Blah, blah, blah.
But see, Craig was saying that if nobody else been told to go, and we need to get rid of 2 foreign players, somebody needs to be told to go.
Yeah.
It's the money, man. It's just right now, yeah. The money hasn't even been. There's no bidding, and I feel like as if it's the thing. I'm cheeky. Biana and Khaldun, Ferran, they'll all be sitting down, thinking about the right back position, the goalkeeper position, and maybe another midfielder or winger. If Grealish goes, along with maybe Doku or anyone else, they know that they're in a tricky situation because last summer, and this is why I keep on going back to last summer to the right back positions, that's probably the best time to go get Livramento. The best time.
Yeah.
Because Newcastle were in more shit then than right now, and we're going for after Bruno Guimaraes. For me, I didn't think Guimaraes will ever come to the city ever because of the demands. That's why I thought, all right, Kyle Walker's there, our right back. He's fading away. He's not going to get any better. His pace has lost everything about his athleticism has been lost. Go get Livramento from Newcastle, bring him here, because and then if he can, go on to the wing of Kyle Walker for the first few months. And I know Rico Lewis was meant to be getting Kyle Walker's share. But the thing with Rico Lewis is that he's not a right back. He's a midfielder. And thus we created a rod for our backs. This is the thing about the goalkeeper position and the right back as well. We create a rod for our backs. And somehow, in some way, which is not up to us because the people in the board that get paid millions of fucking pounds, they got to sort it out. That's why the Cherky deal, the Reinders deal, the Aitnori deal, even the Marcus Battistini deal, I think they're probably the best option to do it now for later on, because later on it will be trouble. So I big up the club for that, for getting this done early, the full option done early. But right now, this is going to be patient and timing with all of these positions. I think what City might be doing is, I think they got their targets already, because Martin, I think you can confirm that over me. They already got a top 5 right back list already. They know what they want. They've already speaking to the clubs. But yeah, I think what they're looking for is an opportunity to bounce on. And I know it sounds so panicky and panic buy-ish, but at some point something's got to give. Or what we can do is like Newcastle, stay still, which I don't want to do. But if there's no option left, and you don't want to waste your money again, then unfortunately we have to be stuck.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. That's why I said he's turned down 160 grand a week. Where'd you go from that? You're looking at 200 grand a week.
Yeah.
He wants more than that, by the way. Back in December/January, this guy wanted around 300k per week.
This is the problem. He wants KDB. At the time he's looking at Grealish KDB money. No, City don't want to pay anything like that on a goalie.
No.
You reckon Jack Grealish could be up for a move to Leon?
Oh my god.
Hey,
they're not going to buy him for 50 million. They're not going to buy him for 50 million.
Hey, we got to ship someone off there. I'm sending him. I'm nominating him.
I've got a feeling, it's going to be Echeverri.
I've got a feeling it's either going to be Echeverri or Bob.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be Bob. I think it's going to be Echeverri.
I think Bob. I think they want to keep Bob in. We're open to loading
I can't catch a break though, can he? He's constantly injured.
Well, they were trying to get Bob. The club didn't want to sell, but they were open to loaning because of the options of game time next season. But they wanted to loan him to English clubs, but he just said, no, I want to stay and fight, which is fair enough. You know, big up to him. I want him to do that. I'd rather him do that. I think Echeverry's going to have I think Echeverry's the one who might go. I think which again scares me a bit because 9 times out of 10, when they leave, they don't tend to come back.
No.
Alone.
I really, out of the two, I mean, I don't particularly want Bob or Echeverry going. I'd rather send McAtee out on loan to Lyon for a season.
But
we're going to sell him because we're going to need the money for him.
Yeah, because you might as well release him.
Yeah. It's a hard one. But, yeah. I think if getting Shirky in as well, obviously got Foden who play 10, Mamouche play 10 as well. Like Echeverry's the fourth option there. And it's the thing, like, do you want Echeverry being a reserve bench player for a year of his fledgling, like 19, would you want him playing in Europa League next year of Lyon in the competitive league? I mean, it's the one about Ligue 1, but it's got some good teams there, like Marseille, and get the best out of them in Europe and that, actually good atmospheres and that, actually going to Europa League. I think it's best for him to actually go and do that. Get a year out in Europe, see how he does in Europe. Lyon, is that been confirmed, or is that still up in the air with Lyon right now? I'm not sure. They're going.
They did some dodgy stuff, didn't they?
Lyon,
yeah,
I'm not sure.
The Palace stuff. Palace stuff.
Don't say dodgy stuff. Forest are taking Palace. They've got the same owners.
I mean, haven't Forest not complied with PSR as well? So
no, according to Wolfie, they got a speeding ticket. It's a speeding ticket.
Cheeky.
Hey, if you've been
cheeky bastard
times, you can still get banned from driving. How about
that? They call it a speeding ticket in Forest. We got
cheeky
a speeding ticket.
Take a leaf out of the captain's book. He's been banned for 9 months.
Bobby's literally better than Docker and Savio will be fine. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. I think he's fine. No, Grealish hasn't. Everton have offered $5 million loan fee, 170 of his wages. City prefer to sell along with Phillips. Off the books, Walker, Wilson, Espan, KDB, White, Perone, and Doyle. I'm going about Callum Doyle. But I understand
I'm saying
Doyle needs to be playing football permanently, not keep sending me out here, there, and everywhere. This is the problem. Loans. The trouble is with a loan, if you're a youngster, you want to buy a house, you've got a wife and a kid or whatever. Do you want to spend 5 years doing a tour of the world? Or do you want to buy a house, have a kid, settle down a family?
It's true, yeah.
You can't keep going from Norwich to Pillar to Post and back again.
No. Someone who got
Go on.
Go on.
No, I was going to say, we were talking about that last night, me and Spartacus, with regards to Rico Lewis. Because I don't even have him making match day squad right now with the amount of players we have currently.
Yeah, and after
he'll be outside of
the
ones that don't count because he's 21, so he'll be considered as a homegrown player now, rather than the ones that are aren't counted. So I think we'll keep him for that reason.
I also think.
I'm just saying, how will he feel about that though? You're only keeping me because of a number. I'm not going to play.
I mean, he'll be a squad rotational player, but is he a right back? No. Is he a midfielder? Yeah. But have we got better options in midfield? Yeah. I think he'll still get used for FA Cups and Community Shields. And granted, we're not in a Community Shield this year, thank God. And Carabao Cups and maybe early stages of Champions League and things. He will get game time. I think everyone will get quite a few minutes this season. I think you'll see a lot more rotation.
I think especially with the style of play change as well coming up as well, like the probably full back wingers as well. It's going to be a different way of playing as well, probably compared to last time. And the other thing as well,
no matter what we say is absolutely irrelevant. Pep loves Rico Lewis. He absolutely loves him. He loves how he deals with the ball in tight spaces and knows how to find those pockets. So quite frankly, it doesn't really matter what we say. Like he will stay.
I'm just saying because McAtee's what 22. Rico Lewis is going to be that age next season. Do you see his position getting better anytime soon?
I think
No,
I think
I was just going to say, I think he will get more game time than what a McAtee will at 22. But
yeah,
is it going to be a significant amount more minutes? I don't know. Probably not.
See, I personally think people are exaggerating how much Rodri will play. I think in the Club World Cup you can say that, but I think in the Premier League when he's fit, he's playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
He will play, but you'll start to see next season. You'll start to see 3-0 up coming off in the 60th minute.
That's what I mean.
Not
totally
every game. Find a bit of rotation time, which is good for me.
I don't think he's going to play 95 minutes every single game. I totally agree with that.
Thank God for that. Thank God for
and
that.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
With it. But I think 9 times out of 10 he's starting the games. Because people forget a lot of these players have appearance bonuses and they have starting bonuses. I'm not being funny. If you're sat in the dressing room and you're told you're on the bench and you miss out on 10 grand's worth of bonus, I'm having a word with someone. I'm like, whoa, sunshine, back here, 10 grand. You can piss off.
That's the reason why Hustav only played 9 games for City, because he didn't want to pay the bonus to Lens for the 10th game.
and I know we're doing this family club and it's a nice thing, but when there's money on the line, you don't care about the kid in front of you. You're like, oh, look, you stay behind me, mate. You enjoy yourself. Sit in the shadow, stay cold.
Cancelo did that.
There you go, then. Look at Cancelo. Cancelo didn't care about the youngsters that much. He tried to twat Rico all over the pitch. That's how much he cared about him. He wasn't defending his youngsters, was he?
No. Just on a real note, can we just take like a minute to appreciate the deals that Viana and Cheeky have done so far, like this window? Because the one thing that I tried to make a point of on LB stream the other day was we haven't just improved like the players. You look at the players and go, wow, like we brought in Cherky, we brought in Aït-Nouri, we brought in Reinders, all for less than what Liverpool are paying for Wirtz. And while you look at that and go, oh my God, that's amazing. The other aspect of it as well is the fact that Viana and Cheeky have also changed most of the backroom staff. Yeah. Like they've brought in, Klopp's number 2 assistant as Pep's new assistant. They've brought in the set piece and opposition analysis coach of 13 years at Liverpool. Do you know how much pull you've got to have as a club to bring in those levels of players that you're bringing, those levels of backroom staff that you're bringing in? Bearing in mind, you're bringing these in from a team that have tried to compete with us for the last 4 or 5 years. And we've gone, do you know what? We're getting rid of our backroom staff, but do you know what? We're going to bring these in because these have proven it over the last 4, 5, 6 years. So, we're going to bring these in and these are going to be a big part of what we're doing moving forward. I just think it's bringing in Pep Linders and bringing in French are 2 massive additions to the team. I think way more than what people give credit for, because I think moving forward, don't get me wrong, I've liked Juan Malio and what he's done over the years, but for what he was always considered in my eyes a bit of a yes man, and it was like whatever Pep said, it was like yes sir, no sir, please sir. But I kind of feel like now bringing in Pep Linders, it's been proven that Pep Linders used to question what Klopp was doing quite a lot, and I think that's really needed moving forward, where because we all know Pep, the Pep and his madness decisions sometimes. To bring someone in and go, whoa, actually, what are you doing here? keep Pep a little bit more grounded, I think that's only just going to heighten our success moving forward. So whilst it's good and amazing for the talent that we brought in, but it's also the backroom staff as well. I think that those are great additions to the club.
Yeah.
I slightly disagree on the thing with Lilo. I don't think he's necessarily a yes man, but I do think that he thinks about football in the same way that Pep does. So they have the same ideas about the same problems. So even if he doesn't want, even if he wants to question Pep, he's probably thinking about the same things as he does. So when they see a problem, they think about the same solution, give or take. So there is no way to really discuss when you have about the same view. I think we needed a person who had a very different perspective on football just to question Pep. I don't think it's necessarily a thing that Lilo was a yes man. I just think they were too similar in the way that they view football and they approach games.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair comment.
But I think also as well, it's it's someone to like Arteta challenged Pep in the first team that Pep had to start with. Then obviously Maresca challenged Pep in 2023 in the treble season. Like you need someone who's going to give Pep a different perspective, different ideas. I think that's great that we got someone like Letienda who's going to offer something different minds, different ideas. That's what we need right now. If we're going to rebuild and change the team and go into a new era of the team, we've got to have new ideas to change it up. Can't have the same ideas. Everyone agrees with each other. Got a bit of balance, and a bit of a change up here and there. So I think it's good to have kind of a difference there now.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, the thing I have found a bit sad, and I said this the other day, I think the attitude towards this that Pep Linders is going to basically tell Pep what to do and where he's wrong and all this. I think that was it. I think that was coming from the Pep agenda people. Yeah. That was when. Listen, there's one boss at Manchester City, and that's Pep Guardiola. Yeah. Pep Linders will help him. He will listen to ideas. But some of the shit I was hearing that Pep Linders is going to take over and put Pep in his place. Yeah, good luck with that. You try and do that and see where you last. You ain't lasting long.
He will question his decisions at times, but he'll
give an idea. He'll give an alternative.
Yeah, that's fine.
Exactly.
You want a bit of change. You want a bit of a back and forth because it makes both of them better. And I guarantee it's going to be a lot of games this season where it's going to be a lot going on because again you're going from the four centre backs at the back style of play of pass and clear it again to a more progressive down. We're assuming this anyway, but eventually the fullbacks come back and also wingers again, going back to that style again. But if people need to understand it as well, it's not going to change overnight. You aren't going to get that old school Centurion style people want again. You aren't going to get that back straight away. It's going to take time to remold the team back into that style. So I think anyone thinking that will be instantly smashing teams apart again, I probably would think just wait a bit. I'm looking forward to seeing how this team just changes and grows. I really want to see, Shirky play. I want to see Ryan. I want to see how we're looking. For me, it's just that looks like the most important next year. Just seeing players, seeing the new team and the way it's going to be. I'm excited about that. Which was really good.
Yeah, there's always a panic. It's like today, people go. I said it at the very beginning of the show. I said all three are done. They've all done the medicals. They've all done the media. People got to realize all this media release is for the viewing, the times. City like to do later on in the UK time for optimum viewing around the world. So America, Japan, China, and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. So it gets optimum viewing everywhere. The trouble is in England, we look at it as why are they waiting till 8 o'clock at night to do these Twitter releases? Why are they doing that? Because they're not just doing it for people in Manchester to go, hey, they're doing it for the East Coast, the West Coast. Because then you look at the East Coast, but then the West Coast is 3 hours behind the East. The West Coast is 3 hours behind the East Coast. Then you've got Japan. Then you've got. They're not stupid. They're trying to do it so they hit all markets. The Australian market, the Oceania market. I know we like to think it's all just for us Manx and away we roll, but it's not. Sadly, it is what it is. Reinders, he's done everything he's done. I said Cherky's medical. Cherky's medical was today. Flew in, it was all done. I think we just. I'll be honest with you. I think what Dap said earlier on is spot on. I think it was Eid over the weekend. I think that slowed it down out of respect.
Yeah.
He was also playing for France, and this week when it his first proper call up for France. I think
it was.
Way. Let him get that done.
He pulled out, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch him versus.
Mate, against Spain though.
Oh, against Spain it was amazing, but I haven't watched the Germany one.
I didn't watch the Germany one, but that has to be the best 30-minute cameo I think I've ever seen.
Oh, the best.
You know what was amazing in that final?
They were 5-1 down, yeah, and you got a guy on the pitch that single-handedly got them back in the game. Yeah, Conor Mamani should have made it 5-5. Yeah, that's happened.
And let's not get this twisted. Yeah? Let's not get this twisted. We've just signed this guy for £3 million more than we paid for Kovacic. Like, let's just get some claps in the chat.
Don't you slag off. Don't you slag off the great Matteo. Don't you dare go after Matteo.
No, but we signed the guy at 30 years old. Like, and we've just paid £3 million for this 21-year-old baller.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, one thing I will say, and Cade mentioned it earlier, it was weird not looking at Cheeky today on that picture. I was like,
I know, that's when
it hit me that went, whoa, that should be Cheeky. And it's not. That's weird.
The new era's here.
We've been looking at him for ages. You only been here 3 months, you lying bastard. Well, have you really only been here for 3 months? Or have you really been doing other stuff behind the scenes? Makes you wonder.
It does, yeah. But no, it's era, isn't it? It's a new era, it's a new start. You know, it's I'm looking forward to seeing what's to come. But again, like, you know, the fact that I know Craig's in the chat anyway right now, but obviously I think Ashiki did the deal for was it Cherky, and while Diana did for Rise and for Ignori. So that you know, having both of them this summer was big, especially going into a new time, obviously out the door, players in the door. I think it's important to have both of them.
Are we really doing this? Is this a thing? Happy UCL. Is this a thing, really?
Yes, yeah, Treble.
I can't go into Tesco and get that card. I missed that. It's not on the cards.
UCL.
UCL, man. And then, is it you, Luke? Someone's put, yeah, happy UCL. Who celebrated? He's doubling down.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Anyway, right. I am going to end because we've been going for 2 hours, and I want to go and try and get some sleep at some point today.
That's a great
vampire.
I'm working on no sleep now. I've had no sleep all day, all night.
I thought you were Vampire Martin. Do all day, man. 24/7, no rest.
I know. I went to the gym earlier. It was packed. Went to the gym. There's 110 people in there. I'm like, I can't do that. Can't do that. 110 people at the gym. It's like, nah.
Try get a bench press in a 6 p.m. moment.
That's why I go at 4:30 in the morning. It's just so much easier.
Fair enough.
Right. Anyway, final thoughts, gentlemen. Give us your final thoughts.
We should buy Pity.
Right. So final thoughts. Stop giving me your agendas.
Nah, man. Happy for this window. Good to see Viana get off to a good start. Really glad to see that. And I'm excited for the Club World Cup. Excited to see the new players and how they gel.
Come on. Are you all excited for the Club World Cup, by the way?
I actually am.
Yeah, not much.
Actually, you know, new players and that. I am.
You know what? Yeah, it's like it's also funny. The 2 a.m.
This club are doing nothing. What's the club doing, man?
That 2 a.m. game.
Can't wait.
That's
He's had one
amazing.
rant. He's off every show now. He loves
Yeah,
a
he
rant.
is.
Hey, you mentioned the rant, so I thought I'd finish it off.
Pipe him up. You know what I mean?
Nah, over the moon. Over the moon.
Half an hour
That's
straight
actually
to
true. Martin doesn't sleep. I just wait. I wait for the end goes and then I come back.
Well, you say that. Guaranteed you'll be on Spaces till about 4 a.m.
No, there's no
Oh,
space
yes.
tonight.
Space today.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
getting a space
Okay.
today.
Anyone
me, this
fancy
doesn't go till 5 a.m.
after this?
Just to remind you, by the way, look, the transfer window one is updated now. Oh, no, it's not. Where's he gone? Oh, no, that's failed. Where's he gone?
Oh no!
Things went up.
Failed. Where's he gone?
Tinkering
Oh,
Oaks.
no, bollocks, that's failed. Hang on. Let me work that one
Okay.
out.
Stinkering up.
That was a fail, wasn't it? Right, let me try that again. It's going to work now. I've been updating them because I'm getting all the shows ready. There we go. There he goes. He's in. He looks a miserable son on there, doesn't he, Mr.
He's very happy to be at the football club, isn't he?
He's happy, Bunny. Ain't no one he didn't
Come
look
on,
like
boy.
that in his thing. But Ryan's
That looks-
just is sitting on something, he's smiling. But that'll be back Friday with me, LB, maybe some others. And then don't forget Blues Down Under episode 6 is back on Wednesday. And also, Ed, we're kicking it off soon, aren't we, mate? End of the month, did we say?
Yeah. End of the month.
Yeah, end of the month, yeah. We will confirm all that as we go in. Oil Brothers is starting soon as well. See above comment. What?
That'd be crazy if Oil Brothers start and we get Livermento. That would be crazy.
There we go. Remember, all these transfers counting the 24, 25. Yes, because they're going to be in June. They won't kick in. The transfers 1st of July will be in 25, 26.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you know what? That is just going to boil piss.
So we
That is
will
just-
spend $1 million in the next window.
spend 300 million this month and then go and spap another 300 million in a few weeks. Oh,
We're back. Right,
We're back, man.
Our cheating oil
Oh,
club is
yeah.
back. Let's
You know
go.
what it is? You know why I'm not sleeping? I'll tell you. I'm getting ready for the 24-hour 115 celebration stream. I
We
do
all
are.
promise 24
We all
hours.
are for that one.
I promise 24 hours. Just to boil piss all over the world of football. I want to make sure I hit every continent in every time zone. Also, we are looking at getting Hussam on as well on some shows. Because me and Hussam, actually, we did a very good show the other day.
Yeah.
And it was a good show, so we're going to go and check that out on the This Is Football with Hussam.
By the way-
may make a regular thing. What?
Martin had a horrible take on that show that he said that Rivaldo wasn't that good.
Rivaldo was shit. I don't get the loving. He was shit.
Oh my
Rivaldo.
Oh my god, dude.
No, he was. No, sorry, take that back. He was not a shit player. He was not.
That was bad. That was a bad one.
No, he was not a patch on Ronaldinho. Not a patch on Romario. Rivaldo had 2 good seasons at Barcelona, and you never heard from him again.
I mean, you're
Because
right.
he went back to Brazil and he started
He
balling
did
in Brazil.
nothing, Rivaldo.
No, he was crazy good in Brazil.
You're kind of right. He wasn't as good as Ronaldinho, but Ronaldinho for me is the best player I've ever seen.
No, and that's what I mean by it. Is people are putting Rivaldo in the Zidane, Ronaldinho
No,
camp.
nobody does that. No, nobody does that though.
Zidane bracket, but I don't think Zidane was that special.
No, that's it.
Sorry, what?
Now that's an
Bevel, I above anybody
calm down,
else would
Bevel.
love to say
Let's
that
calm
because
down.
he dunked on Brazil twice. I would love to say that, but I can't. This fucker was unbelievable.
Seatbelt on, let's go. He's
Oh,
just
God.
said,
Oh, dear.
yeah, deals
By
for
the way-
Jacob at Yankuto plus sale. Yes, Callum Bell and Perone. Has that Perone even been sorted yet? Because I know. Oh no, because Fabregas didn't go. It was Shibos who went, or whatever his name was. El Martin. No, I'm sorry. I think anyone who's doing this stuff on Rivaldo. I don't think he's that great. Yes, any further signings? I'm not
Gotta
seeing
jump, guys.
him.
Have a good one. Big up the panel. Glad to see you
Yeah,
guys.
big up, lad.
See you later.
Big up, Ed.
Any further signings for the Club World Cup post 1st of July? Yes, we need to start getting people out. But I'm going to end it on this. Forget Cherka. Forget Reinders. Forget Ain't Nora. Forget Bellatelli, Bent Nelly, whatever his game is. Nelly the Elephant. Big up Scott Carson. Thank you for the memories, mate. Because tell you what, he didn't get the send off KDB got.
No, didn't.
Big up,
That's the gold
big
right
up
there.
Scott.
I mean, he played 2 games, Mark.
No, I'm bigging him up. Bevo. I'm bigging up Scott Carson.
He's better than Rivaldo, isn't he?
You know what?
You're going to say he's better than Rivaldo.
We've just lost one of the biggest characters in the dressing room.
Oh, we did, yeah.
And that's the sad thing.
Yes.
That is the sad thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a
absolutely.
sad thing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, but
Bye-bye,
tomorrow,
Martin.
Reinders, you'll get the Reinders video, the Cherky video, the Bentinelli video. And then at 9 p.m., we'll do the... no, it's going to be on thing. And we'll be on... I'm on South Stand tomorrow, 5 with Luke, MCFC Lads Meet and Daps. Wednesday, Blues Down Under. Thursday Night Chat. Friday, the Transfer Waffle Show. And then next week, we're into the Club World Cup, and there is going to be watch-alongs, and there is going to be post-match shows. There probably won't be many Thursday night chats because we're going to turn them into post-match shows while the Club World Cup is on.
Cool.
Because a couple of the watch-alongs we're doing at 2 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, I've been practicing from the 2 a.m. City versus. Is it Why Dad? Which one? Is the
No.
2 a.m.
I'm playing 1 p.m. Is it next Wednesday? I think I play. Is it?
Yeah, who's that? Is that the Juventus? No, Juventus is the 8 p.m. on a Thursday.
Who else are we playing in the group? Is
it Wydad?
No, Wydad's the first game, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be the Al-Nain or whatever it is.
Yeah, so that's 2 a.m. one.
Yeah, there's Craig. I can't see me off for the academy goalkeeper poach. He's decided him not whether to play for another club. It is what it is. I hope he's a legend. Big up to Bebo, Luke. You'll find on Not in My Lifetime podcast. Go over and show them a lot of love. Hit that subscribe button for follows. Dash, you'll find everywhere.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, by the way, Martin, before you go, one more thing I want to say. Yeah. City are back when see fucking rivals steaming with tears. You're falling the fucking piss here. I have seen fucking Madrid fans make fucking threads about our transfer business. Yeah. From January onwards to now. Yeah. I've seen local fans cry over Turkey for 35 million and they're crying over fucking we're not getting done. I'm seeing Chelsea fans fucking fearing us. United fans are fucking making YouTube videos of fucking having all their fucking bits that they want, and they're fucking converting to fucking City fans for crying out loud, which is fucking weird to fuck off. And yeah, Newcastle fucking crying because they can't get any fucking players. And listen, next season we'll be back. Yeah, we're going for the fucking Premier League. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna fucking say. They trust the fucking board because they've shown us so far they're doing so well. Trust in Pep, trust in Pep Linders, and our fucking French guy whoever his fucking name is. Yeah. Big up to fucking everyone else on this chat. We've gone on for 2 hours. Big up to Martin, big up to Luke, Bevo, Spark, his Ed, and everyone else. God bless, and good night.
You done? You're like, whoa, he just kept on getting gone. Everyone's trying to do B-Tech Bevo here, aren't they? Anyway,
you won't get better than that biblical, right?
Half an hour around, mate. Go on, Em. Go on.
So do you know what? Right? Nobody else knows this apart from Luke because I told him after I'd had the 30-minute rant. But when I banged the deck, my Coke can went flying. Yeah, it went all over my keyboard. I had to go out and buy a new keyboard. Because it was just absolutely swimming in Coke.
You never throw coffee all over yours, so twice. I did it twice in the same stream. I took coffee over the laptop. And I wasn't even ranting. I was just being a dumbass.
You got to admit, though, for as far as rants go, it was a good one.
And
Nah, it was all camera, mate. It was all for the camera. You bleeding show up.
Of course it was.
of course it was. He's cool.
Afterwards, he's like, did that
Well,
get
good
some
for
views?
the
Look, did we get views? Did we get some likes?
Yeah, we got views and likes. We got views, we got the likes, mate. You don't worry about
Well,
our
you know
channel,
what?
mate.
Listen,
We're doing fine.
listen. People, I've said it. People think I'm all happy clapper.
Oh.
City do bad next season. You'll see how happy clappy I'm not.
Mm.
You'll just go into the incredible sulk, won't you?
No.
You'll
Hey,
give
Bevo,
up.
all I'll say is go back and watch my stuff on Man City Van TV. I was
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that, Martin. Yeah. I remember that.
You'll have that much of a midlife crisis. You'll start shopping at Starbucks.
Yeah, I know. I'll go. If we don't sign Costa, that's it. I'm going to Starbucks. That'll be my dirty protest on not getting Starbucks. Okay. Anyway, I want to say a massive thank you to Spartacus Dash, who's joined us as well. Ed, Luke, Mebo, not in my lifetime. Ryjack was in the chat. Go show him out. A big up to LB and True City fan for the raid. And yes, I did get Jed Spence because we did talk Jed Spence for an hour and a half last night. Big up to the mods, Craig, Dash, BB, and others who've been in the chat tonight. Please remember, it's your channel, short chat, but please be respectful to each other. We don't always have to agree, but please be respectful. People do this out of the goodness of the heart. Nobody gets paid. No mod gets paid. Nobody comes on here for abuse. By all means, you want abuse and you want to be a dick, go to other channels. Not a problem. But the Mancunian way, you treat people like a human being. You don't like it, unsubscribe, pack your bags and fuck off. Simple as. You treat people with respect here. You don't have to agree with them. You respect people's opinions. Don't
Well
like
said.
it, don't watch. Simple as.
Well said, Martin, you dick.
Anyway, yeah, quiz for moving on.
Coming.
No, but anyway, no, take time, enjoy. Do we not get paid when we go on? Yeah, I'm going to send you a check. Not used checks in about 5 years, mate. Well, 10 years. Right. You take care, enjoy. We'll be back some point tomorrow, if not Wednesday. But yeah, enjoy, and City's rebuild is on. And as always, up the Blues. Take care.